Good evening, everybody. So, welcome to my channel. So, today we'll discuss about the energy stored in a capacitor. So, exactly we know that what is the concept behind that. The work done by the external agency that is stored in the form of energy in the capacitor. Now, exactly at the time of starting, so there is no voltage through the capacitor. So, what is happening exactly? The voltage across this capacitor, when gradually it builds up, it opposes the supply voltage. So, battery has to do the work of the external agency, which is in fact stored in the form of energy in the capacitor. Now, we know that the potential is given by dW by dQ. Suppose dW is the work done to establish a charge of dQ. Now from this we can write, as we know that V is equal to Q by C, so that will be equal to dW by dQ. So from this we can get dW is equal to 1 by C into Q dQ. So if we take the integration in both the sides, so it will be equal to integration of dW from, let it be from 0 to capital W. So this will be 1 by C integration Q dQ. It will be from 0 to Q. So from this we can get the work done is equal to 1 by C. It will be Q square by 2, and if we put the limits, it will be 0 to Q. So it will be 1 by C into Q square by 2. So it is Q square by 2C. So you know that Q is equal to C into V. So by putting this value, suppose this one is equation 1. So you will get C square V square by 2C. So from this C gets cancelled. So it will be half CV square. So that is nothing but the energy stored in the capacitor. Now from this, let us calculate what is the energy density. We know that the energy density is equal to the energy stored per unit volume. Suppose we are coming for that. So energy density is given by energy stored per unit volume. So energy stored, as we have calculated, derived, it is half CV square. It is equal to, divided by volume, it is A into D. Because you see, suppose this is the area of the parallel plate capacitor we are considering, and the distance between the two plates is suppose D. So we know that for a parallel plate capacitor, the volume will be equal to, so plates, the volume of the plates is equal to A into D. So from this we can get half into C into V square divided by T. So it is AD. So half C into V square divided by A into D. So half C, we know that for a parallel plate capacitor it is equal to epsilon A divided by D into, it is equal to V square divided by D into A. Because you see here it is A into D, so it is capacitance is equal to epsilon A divided by D. So in the denominator there is A, so A gets cancelled out. So it is equal to half into E into V square by V square by V square. So you can write this one as energy density is equal to half into epsilon. We know that it is equal to V by D, we can write V by D square, and it is nothing but electric field intensity. Because we know that electric field intensity, if we take the magnitude of that one, so it is dV by dx, and in differential form. So you can write in place of V by D, we can write E square. That is the electric field or electric field intensity. So that is nothing but the energy stored or energy density. So from this we can calculate the energy stored. Now in place of, so energy density is equal to, further it can be written as epsilon into E into E. So it is, we know that epsilon into electric field intensity is nothing but the electric flux density. So half D. So energy density, energy stored per unit volume is nothing but energy density. So we can write energy stored is equal to half D into volume. And in integral form we can write energy stored it is equal to integration of half dE dV. So this is the integral form, and this will be volume integration. You see, you are multiplying the volume, so it is volume integration of half dE dV. This is the formula we are deriving for energy stored in the capacitor. Now this is the integral form of that one. Now we'll go for, suppose there are n number of point charges. So what will be the energy stored due to n number of point charges? So we know that energy stored in the capacitor, it is equal to half CV square. So in place of, so it can be written as half CV into V. So it is half Q into V. So energy stored for n number of charges, point charges, so it will be equal to summation of 1 by 2 Qi Vi, where I varies from 1 to n. So this is the formula for the energy stored due to n number of point charges. So with this we are completing the capacitance chapter. In the next chapter we will be studying the point form of Ohm's law. So stay tuned, keep watching. So thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all.